So like I'm Paul, I'm going to be representing Zincit.
Panos. In this case, I will be Dr. Hassan.
I'm Anjana and I'll be representing Mr. Hassan, and I'm Sam Massey.
Perfect. Like our best case would be to go with E, the scenario E.
The best case scenario from those that we have, I think that Massey will agree with me, is the case B. Okay.
Representing Hassan, I strongly believe that either scenario A or B would work out best for us.
If we have the approval from the FDA, we can have a 100 million profit. That is the pie. So you can give us upfront 17 million, and we can have 6% more from the bonus, which is like 6% out of 100 million. It's like 6 million more. Like we have 21 million.
If we don't get FDA approval, that means that we've put 10 million towards the FDA approval process, and we just come out with 3 million. So it's a lot of work to make 3 million. From what I'd be looking at would be if we want to talk about getting the FDA approval and 120 million profit. So like out of that 120, I would say that you've got a claim to 20 million of it, because without us, you can just go to Zooms and get the 20 million cash. But with us, we can make 120 between us. So if you claim the 20, that leaves 100 million. That if we split, it would be 50 to us, 50 to you. So we're talking about you could come out with 70 million. So I'm willing to offer you a 70 million package. But the way that I would offer that would be 10 million upfront. So it makes more sense to us to reduce the upfront, offer you 10 million upfront and a 60 million bonus.
You can go ahead with it, but reducing the upfront sum doesn't necessarily leave us any better off. So
well, like I disagree with that, like because straight away there, like we're saying to separate the bonus, and that's fine. But we're confident that it won't be FDA approved. In that case, the more we pay up front, the smaller our profit margin is. So
what's the name? The Zoom Steam proposal. So it's also difficult for us to go that behind, you know, because case A is very good for me if the FDA does not approve the drug. Okay. Case D is also, I think, good enough for you. It's
just if there's no FDA approval, case A means that we lose 5 million because the profit is only 20 million, and we'd have paid you 25 million from Zooms. So Zooms, they're not going to, they don't think it's worth going for FDA approval. So they think there's a 0% chance.
What do you think is a reasonable upfront sum to be paid? Because I think we seem to be stuck on this point. So what do you think is a reasonable upfront sum to be paid?
Splitting the pie, if we're talking about the 120, giving you the 20 million that you would get from Zooms, and then splitting the rest. So that would be 70 overall. I would say 10 million up front, because that means even if it doesn't happen.
But also given that there's a 10% chance that the drug is approved, according to you, don't you think 12 million is a more reasonable offer?
12 million up front, yeah. That works for me, but obviously we've spoken about a 20 million bonus on that, and we've sort of agreed that. So I would drop the bonus below 60 million.
So if the FDA approval does go through, there's a total profit of 120 million. And to split that evenly would be 60 million to each party, right? So if the upfront sum is 12 million, then 60 less 12 would be 48 million. So it's only fair that the bonus, if the upfront sum is 12, then the bonus be 48. And, I'd also like to speak to my client regarding the commission that I get. The fees can be an increase in the lawyer's fee, the percentage that I get.
It's like 5 and 5. Okay, we can do it 5 from the upfront and 7.5 from the bonus.
I mean, 7.5, we can round that off to 8. I think that seems like a reasonable fee, seeing as I've put a lot of effort into your case, your negotiation, and into reaching an out-of-court settlement for you.
Okay, let's do it. 8%.
Okay.
For
That
you?
sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we can push for is another 10 million more on the bonus front, and that makes it 58 on the bonus and 12 on the upfront.
It is a certainty for the upfront money, and after that, it's like 40 million for you.
Yeah.
And so we are going to take, we're going to be benefited if it happens what I believe that will happen as a doctor.
Yeah, and I was quite happy to concede 70 million over the agreement, so I'm quite happy with that to make a deal on that.
Mm-hmm. Nice, perfect.
Okay.